All right, hello and welcome for our post-match show. We're going to be going into Southampton 1, Brighton 2 coming up.
Even that seems short.
That's it. Thanks for joining. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. I am just so deflated from that. Like, what was that?
Yeah.
Actually, what was that? We played against Man City on Wednesday night and looked fantastic with players playing out of their positions. And yet here we are with a full strength squad that we picked in our preview. Said, do you know what? If Ralph plays this, we'll be well happy. And we're treated to a display of football, which is just quite simply, it's horrendous.
Yeah, it was
4 points out of potential 36.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
It's just a crazy free fall. Today's is probably the hardest result of all of them because there's no excuse for it. There's no excuse. There's nothing to hide behind. There's no players. Obviously there are players out, but everyone's playing in their position. But they just didn't do anything. Like
No,
nobody did their job right. The back four weren't terrible defending, but doing anything like playing the ball out, terrible. Looking for the next pass, terrible. Players in front of them get in position, terrible. It was just so bad. This is the performance that's like. I think that what hurts this is that this just shows that we're bad right now because that's the full squad. I mean, the other way to look at it is that this is the first time that we've played really badly with the full squad. Quote unquote full squad. So you could say that these games come around. You could say that Brighton came and did a good job today. They pressed us really well today, but we just allowed them to do everything. Yeah. This was the game. You can probably tell in the stream, but I think by about 70 minutes I'd given up, and I'm pretty much always hopeful with Southampton, but they didn't care. They weren't putting an effort, so my effort levels just went nah.
Yeah,
like.
It looks so relaxed. And I think that was the thing that wound me up the most. Is just we looked just so casual in that final 15 minutes. We just thrown on Nalundaloo, taken off Stuart Armstrong, added an extra striker up front. And what do? We can't even get out of our own half. And just nothing.
We went into that Newcastle game with everybody agreeing that we're gonna lose this match. But let's go and put in the effort. Even if we lose, everyone agrees that, even if you lose today, that's fine. Just put in the effort. Today it was, okay, as long as they put that effort in this again today, we're going to get a result. And they just didn't do anything.
Yeah.
They just didn't do anything. No one person is to blame for this today. Everyone's to blame for it. Players, Ralph, everyone's to blame for this one. There's no defending it, really.
No. There's a comment here from Chris reminding me of the Newcastle game. Do you know what? I thought we actually looked like we gave a damn in the Newcastle game. I didn't see any of that today, but it kind of has a just massive missed opportunity. I mean, say for instance, hypothetically, in our minds before kickoff today, the team sheet comes out. Like, look at that, nice. Get 3 points. Stick a decent buffer between us and the R word, and yet here we are. Thinking, God, I wish we could have nicked a point today.
Yeah,
it's horrendous.
Yeah, maybe we sort of went into it with a bit too much hype and hope, but it's getting bad. I can't see the solution to it because I thought today's squad was a solution,
right? And
the thing that worries me the most is looking at Ralph on the sideline. I didn't see the passion and the fire to get him. He didn't look as amped today to get him in the positions that need to be. He didn't seem as vocal.
Yeah.
I didn't see a change at halftime, which leads me to believe that halftime talk wasn't. I think if we went in at 1-0 at halftime with them up, I feel like maybe we would have come out firing. But because we went in at 1-1, he's gone. right, you need a goal. All you need is a goal. You're looking better. Just keep doing what you're doing. But what they were doing was bad.
Yeah.
It
I'm
wasn't
surprised we
good.
didn't make any changes at half time. Are you surprised by that?
No, because he always leaves subs late in the game. It's not often like I thought when we did it when Minamino and Ings came on against Leeds. Was it Leeds? Yeah, it was Leeds. I thought those subs didn't make any sense at that time, and I felt like coming in at halftime, it's like, okay, well, we're 1-1. This team is the team that should be doing it. They just need that kick in the ass to do it, and obviously he didn't kick them.
Yeah.
So it's just, and then Redmond came on, didn't do anything. Gineppo did a bit. He was the one that probably looked the best out of the players that came on. Nalundaloo, I forgot he came on the pitch. I forgot Teller was playing today. I forgot Armstrong was playing today. Diallo, I forgot that was playing today. It just, the ball never left our half, the second half. So it was really bad. Really bad.
If it had been me sat next to Ruffalo on the bench there, I think I would have left Minamino on.
Yep.
And I would have taken Teller off and brought Gineppo on.
Yeah.
Because Gineppo can offer us much more than Redmond as a player as a whole. And I didn't think Minamino was doing that much wrong.
Yeah.
And I thought he was actually creating a bit. And almost like when Minamino went off, it was like, right, okay, whoever comes on has to do what Minamino was doing and more.
Yeah, for me, you bring Minamino off, you're giving up.
Yeah,
because those subs, that was the thing. He brought Redmond on for Taki, and we're like, what? That doesn't seem like the right thing. It should be Gineppo for Teller. And then 2-3 minutes later, Gineppo's coming on for Teller. It's like, why wouldn't you do that first? That's the decision to make. Why wouldn't you play Gineppo, Taki, and Shea, this like a really strong three, see what they can do, rather than give Redmond, Teller, and Shea Adams 3 minutes to do something, and then bring the next guy. It made no sense. Yeah. I know the bench isn't deep, and there's we definitely missed Romeo, but like I didn't think Diallo got enough of the ball to warrant him. I can't say Diallo put in a bad performance today because I forgot he was there. You can say that he probably should have put in more challenges, but like
Prowse looked lost.
Yeah, Prowse looks lost, and that's bad.
I think that whole midfield area, in terms of you're talking about Diallo. I think both Prowse and Diallo looked overwhelmed.
If Prowse is lost, if your captain is lost, that probably makes up for a lot of it as well because he just wasn't. He wasn't pulling. Nobody was pulling people into shape today. Nobody was vocal.
Yeah,
it was just. Yeah, it just wasn't good. I feel worse about this game than I did the Leeds game. Worse than the Everton game.
Yeah,
this for me.
Because, definitely.
Because there's no, like I said, there's nothing to hide behind. There is nothing. We offered nothing today, so this is
no.
It's hard. It's hard, and it's hard to defend anybody. And I was confident about Ralph this entire time, but Chris Wilder being sacked has made me go, "Oh, people don't care about how much people like managers."
Well, I think there was a bit of a run in between the the ownership of that Sheffield and Chris Wilder for a while, but I think it's mad to say this, but I don't see any managerial changes regardless of whatever happens.
No, neither do I. I still feel everyone here has to understand that this is like the club is behind Ralph. There is a system, and when it works, it works. Ralph has made a mistake at the beginning of the seasons. Taking down the squad. They didn't take into account what sort of season this was going to be.
Yeah,
and I think I think there is an unspoken trust in the club that we all agree that there was mistakes made this season. We'll go again in the summer. Just see this season out and just do something. We've still got the cup. As long as we're in the FA Cup, I think Ralph really is safe.
You won't make any changes on that regard.
We've still got that, and then that is a road into Europe. So if we end this season, I know it's asking a lot. It's a stretch, but that is still there. But I think his confidence has been knocked as well. I think he got it wrong at the beginning of the season, but in the same way that we all did, we all sort of agreed, we need to trim down this squad, get rid of the fat, start getting stuff in.
Yeah.
I think they were so drastic about it, including the last transfer window with Vokins and Valerie.
Yeah.
I think they've all agreed that, like, okay, we've made a mistake here. We all agree that this is how we correct it.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
that this run of form, if it keeps going the way it is,
Doesn't look good.
he won't be able to, like, if this happens again, he won't be like he won't be able to make it to the summer. Like, they will get to a point where you can't excuse it.
No, exactly. I mean, this is the run of games that we have now. Obviously, we've just played that woeful performance against Brighton, who did have a current points per game ratio of 0.96. So, congrats on their 3 points in that regard. After that, of course, the fixture against Tottenham's been postponed because of our involvement in the cup. But we then have Burnley at home. Do you know what? If we put out a performance like that, not a chance.
They're not a chance. Dyche did destroy that.
West Brom,
I'm still confident with.
You would hope so, but they're going to be fighting for their lives. I mean, arguably that's going to be the situation where if they don't get anything from that, they're probably down. So it's just they're a games ahead. There's a couple of wins, but then you put it into relation of where we are on the table right now, and that banner's in the way, so you can't see it. Let me just drop that banner so you can actually see what we're looking at here. So this is basically the table as it stands at the moment. We're currently on 33 points after 29 games with a minus 15 goal difference. So, we are exactly level with Burnley beneath us, and with Brighton, who have picked up a very vital 3 points, puts them in 29 with 29 points. So, with Fulham have played 29 games along with us. We've still got that buffer there, but it's just it's disappointing on the guy that we couldn't put a statement out and sort of put it to bed, so to speak, so that we can actually just get on with sort of focusing on the cup rather than have to worry about where our next 2 wins are going to come from. But those statistics of 4 points from a potential 36, that is the worrying bit.
I'm almost just absolutely looking forward to the international break now. Like, they need a rest. They need, they need to sort themselves out. I don't know. I know that Ralph, the system is you've got to go 100 miles an hour. When you really sit and think about the system that we play, and you think about how much running they've got to do and how much they've got to move about, it is a ridiculous amount.
Yeah.
And the squad depth isn't there for it. So you almost feel like today, did he go, all right, not as much running because, maybe we need to conserve energy for the next games. And I just don't know. I think that lack of a plan B is really starting to shine through.
Yeah.
And I know that, you don't want to rely on a plan B, but they're just games where you've got to be able to just shut your shop a little bit and do something else. Like, it's just bad. At least today, the plus side is none of the goals today were stupid mistakes.
No, but they were too easy.
But they were just too easy. None of them were stupid. We just allowed it to happen.
Yeah.
We didn't open the door for them, but we forgot to lock the door.
Yeah, there wasn't a door. It was being installed, and they went for a lunch break.
Yeah, we put those nice beads up. Put the beads up for them just to walk through.
Put the new door in place yet. It's just embarrassing today. It really, really was.
Yeah, today was embarrassing.
Yeah, there's let me scroll through the chat section here. God, crikey, there's quite a few. Sorry, everyone. I haven't been ignoring you. I've just been getting stuck into it here with Jack. Not a lot of confidence around, though. We're going to finish 17th maxed. Bertrand was embarrassing. Bertrand didn't look as good as he did in right back. That was the weird thing, as he did against Man City. I mean, that was the other confusing thing, is the fact that we played so well in that game against City. You'd think, the confidence would be up, but whether or not, that performance from Brighton today really just sort of disrupted our flow, and perhaps that was something Graham Potter put into place, and he knew how to simply shut off our passing play. But again, we saw a performance today that we couldn't even string 3 passes together. Terrible.
Yeah, a part of it, every part of me hopes that it was a bit of a Graham Potter masterclass. But when you watch the game, that's not how it read. It didn't read as Graham Potter has come here and worked it out. It reads to me. It read as we are just done. We're gassed, and we just couldn't. We had nothing to give, and because I feel like if he really worked us out, they probably would have scored a few more. They would have been a bit more on it, but we just didn't do anything. The amount of times that Vestergaard just had the ball and was just wandering forward like someone getting a space.
Yeah.
He's obviously looking to play that great long ball that he's got. The only one of the back four that I would like to play those big through balls over the top is him.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously nobody was in space. And every time you looked up, it's just like today was a game where I would have very much liked to have been at St. Mary's so I could see everything.
Yeah.
This is one of those games where you kind of hindered a bit by watching it at home because you can't see where the attacking players are,
and you can't see the progression.
Where the progression goes. And I feel like if we were there today, we would have been, and we saw it, we would be even more angry.
Yeah,
the fact that we couldn't see where the runners were probably gives them a little bit of leniency to be like, I wasn't in a position, he just to make the pass, but it's very clear that nobody was where they were meant to be.
No, exactly not. And it does mean we've got a bit of an exciting end to the season in the league.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because me and you both know the past, like last season, we were like, oh, isn't it so nice to end the season, not have to worry? It's like, now we're back to it. Back to it.
Do you remember that really boring season with Puel? And we finished in 8th. And we're like, oh, sick of this. Puel out.
But here's the thing, though. Puel with this squad would be in the same position as Ralph, I feel.
I think he'd be worse, if I'm honest.
He'd be worse. But at the same time, I don't think we wouldn't have lost 9-0 with Puel because that's in his defense, that's the way it goes. But
we'd have about 15 more draws, though.
I've always said that I'm okay with Southampton as long as I see the progression. And today was a game where I'm like, there's no progression there. This is worse than this is as bad as it was before Ralph. This game to me is this rang of Mark Hughes football.
Yeah.
Clueless.
Yeah, no plan football.
No plan football. And you know that there's a plan in place, but today they just didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is to me today is kind of as bad as it's been.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really, really disappointing. And I think, players we missed today would be Romeo. We missed Ings. I think today he would have sort of been a bit more of a boss up front and, would have sort of led the field and, maybe created something out of that. But, we regroup. Our next league game isn't for quite a few weeks now. But, you'd hope that our confidence hadn't been hugely knocked, in the sense that it will change what we do in the cup. But there we go. I think we'll leave it there. We said this was going to be like 5. I almost ended this broadcast in like the first 30 seconds. Just simply read off the result and said, thanks very much.
Yeah, it's I'm amazed we've gone 18 minutes. I think that's a fair whack. It got to about 7 minutes, and I was like, this isn't good enough. Maybe I should just talk a bit more, just so they've got something to watch.
That's exactly what people want. You see, is when you lose a game, is to have people sort of go over it and talk about it and dissect it. And I don't know, maybe it makes you feel better, right? Makes me feel a little bit better.
No, I this doesn't help me. I need one of these for after. So I need like an ugly inside or a down livery or something like that after. That's what gets me through it. I try to help these people in the comment section, and they help me.
Yeah, absolutely. This is all just a nice group chat that we got going here.
Exactly.
But I think overall, Brighton deserved the points today. They were the only side that turned up, and fair play to them. They came, they did the job, executed their game plan, didn't lose points from winning position, and got it done.
At least Salford won.
Yeah, maybe that should be our advice for the day.
This weekend, this is partly a Salford channel for this weekend.
Exactly.
Good job. Thanks, Salford. Thanks, Gary.
You'll never win that. You'll never win that.
I'm pretty sure they have, though.
They won the Johnson, but have they ever won it as a Papa John's trophy?
No, but I think they had the one that was in the middle. I don't think they're Johnson Paint. I don't think they had Papa John's. I think they had whatever it was in between. I think it was something stupid as well.
Okay, something stupid.
They get the weirdest sponsors for that trophy, don't they?
Up the Salford.
Let's
go. There we go. Fantastic. Right. Well, we're all going to let you get on with your days now and watch the rest of the games. Hooray.
Yeah, I'm going to have some breakfast, I reckon.
Sounds good, Jack. Well, thanks again for joining us for the watch along and for this post-match analysis. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we will see you all in the next one. All right. See ya.
Bye.